Hey everybody, it's Vicky with Dementia with Grace. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is doing great. This week we've been talking about the book, Dementia with Grace, a new positive way of dealing with behaviors in people with dementia. It is my book that I wrote after 26 years of experience in the dementia arena, dealing with behaviors, helping facilities, helping individuals, helping families in dealing with behaviors when they emerge. If you have watched my previous videos this week, and I will link them down below, the Get Grace in Dementia with Grace stands for Gather Important Details, Routine or Reminisce, Assess, Calm, or Excite. Today we're going to dive deeper into G, Gather Important Details. Inside the book, we talk about this, and there is a questionnaire. It is 10 pages, 10 printed pages of every question that Google and I could come up with based on my natural curiosity about people and some other just leading questions, life history, social history type questions. When I first started, over 2 decades ago in facilities, the social history that you completed on someone was usually front and back. I mean, it was, your name, who you were married to, your kids, what you did for a living, if you ever served in the military, just very quick and dirty kind of questions, just in and out. And what I found to be very helpful to me in my practice was to know a great deal about a person, and I would naturally come to know those kind of things by taking care of them, getting to know their family, getting to know their history. So when I decided to really, get into the dementia caregiving arena and to try to help people deal with behaviors, I thought they really, really need to know their person inside and out. Now, you may have been married to your person for 50 or 60 years. You may be the daughter of your person or the son of your person, or you may know your person, you think, intimately. But I have found that using this questionnaire, it helps you discover things and to dive deeper into things that you wouldn't normally have access to or even think about asking. I mean, these questions cover the gamut. What we try to figure out is what lights a person up. What could they talk forever and forever and forever about? We need to know those things, because when you get to the R of reminiscing, you need to have some material to reminisce with, right? A person like me who is meeting the person for the first time inside a facility, we don't know anything. We don't know kids, we don't know siblings, we don't know nicknames, we don't know what they did for a living. I mean, there's all of these things that we need to connect with. So I came up with this life history, and it's inside this book. It's also, you can get a copy of the PDF to be able to print over on the group, the Dementia with Grace Caregiver Support Group. In the files, there's a gather form, and you can print it. You can print as many as you need. I say, fill it out for yourself, fill it out for your person, have your family fill it out. It's just very important to know these things about people. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about the way that I suggest going about filling it out. I don't suggest sitting down and just asking the questions one after the other. I think it needs to be more conversational. I think that's why I say in the book, read the whole questionnaire, get used to the questions that you're going to answer, and then ask things conversationally. Maybe if you see somebody getting married on TV, say, well, tell me about your wedding. How did you propose to your person? How were you proposed to? If it's a female or a male, figure that out. Which question would be best. Maybe the men ask the women, but maybe the women ask for the man's hand. In the generation that we're taking care of, that would be uncommon, but it's not unheard of. Ask all about the wedding. Ask all about how they planned it. how they chose their dress. Did they wear anything? Did they wear any family thing? Ask the men, were you very involved in planning the wedding? All of those kind of things. The things that naturally come up to you, if you were just having a conversation with a stranger about that certain topic, just go with it like that. You don't have to ask all the questions in this book. You don't have to ask them all in the order. You don't have to ask them all as they're written. This is just a jumping off point to give you some structure as to how to ask the questions. And I just think it's fascinating. I think it's absolutely fascinating. I do genealogy, and I can find the names of all of my ancestors, but I don't have any meat to put on the bones. And I would love, to know, why did my great-great-grandfather, decide to found this church? Why did my great-great-great-great-grandmother how did she move? How did she come from the Carolinas to Georgia? I would love to know the background of all of that. So anyway, it's interesting just to use it in your own home, in your own way, but it's very, very beneficial, very useful in behavior management, because you know what lights somebody up. You can figure out, oh, they love talking about their wedding, or they love talking about college, or they love talking about when they were a little boy, the dog they had when they were a little boy, going fishing, or whatever lights them up. That is what you would always, in your reminiscing, be able to depend on if they start to have a catastrophic reaction, if they start to have a behavioral issue that you feel like is about to spin out of control. You can say, oh, this has been such a rough day. I wish I was fishing. I wish I was fishing. And then they could oh, I wish I was fishing. And then you say, what would you, I heard this lake is full of bass. What do you do? What is your lure for bass? What is your lure for catfish? How do you go about whatever? If it's a lady and she is very agitated and wants to go home, you would ask, what's cooking at home? What you got to do when you get home? And ask about that. And she may say, well, honey, I've not made a thing for supper. And then you would just say, what you gonna cook for supper tonight? What, have you got any fresh vegetables in? Those kind of things. And so you just go on about whatever lights them up. Does that make sense? Leave me a note down below and let me know if this is helpful. I know that it is. I use it in my own practice. I use this very same questionnaire in my own practice. When I set up a new dementia unit, I teach the staff how to ask these questions, and these are the exact same questions that we use. And we have found it to be invaluable when we are having a beginning of a behavior issue. A lot of times we can get them back to talking about whatever it is that sets them on fire, and we can then completely eliminate the behavior because we know them so well and we know what they need. I go into much greater detail about it in the book, but I try to keep these videos under about 10 minutes. But I just wanted to introduce you to this if you've not read it yourself, and to let you kind of know what the background is and why I came up with it and all of that. So if you would need a copy of the book, there's it's available on Amazon. It's down, the link is down below. Please, if you've read the book, go and leave me a review. I've got I think about 35 reviews now, but I've sold 10 times that on books. But I would more I don't know, but anyway, I would love to have the review, because it helps other people know if it's been helpful for you. If it's not been helpful for you, let me know what would have been helpful, what you wish you would have seen in the book, or something like that. Also, let me know if you have a topic that you want me to address on these videos. I have made now upwards of 100 videos, and so I've tried to cover the things that I get most questioned about on the group or in my private practice, but I'm sure there's something out there that someone else needs to know, and I am here to serve you and to meet your needs. And so if you would leave that down below, I'd be more than happy to make a video about it, okay? All right, we'll be talking one more video in this week, and we will talk about something else about the book, so stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that bell so that you'll be notified when I upload a video each day, Monday through Friday, okay? All right, I will see y'all later, and we'll talk to you soon. Love you. Bye. Mwah.